Question I get a lot is about spiritual bypassing. So what is spiritual bypassing? And so some people say, okay, well, I had trauma in my childhood. I don't care. I just want to move past it and I just want to, feel good. And so the test is, because the universe loves to test us to see really how much love we can bring into our hearts. That's the big test. The big test is love. And so how much can we love ourselves? How much can we feel peace? How much can we feel connected to the universe in that unconditional love, that flow, that the love, that unconditional love that the ascended masters were able to accomplish on earth. So say you had a situation and with an ex, and then all of a sudden, boom, you bump into them and you have this pain body, or you hear their voice or something, and you've decided, oh no, I'm over it. But if you have any kind of a response, even in your body, your nervous system is like a messenger. And so if you have any kind of a response, that means there's more care. It doesn't mean that you're sliding backwards. It doesn't mean that all the work that you've done isn't working. It is working, but it just means that you need more care. And the emotions that come up, the hurt, the sadness, the anger, the injustice, all of those are messengers that just need to be felt and acknowledged, more than felt. I feel sad. Wow, that blows me away, but I still feel anger, or I still feel sad. And I thought I was over the sadness, but there I am. There's another layer of sadness. And it doesn't mean that everything you're doing isn't working. The healing path is not linear. Eckhart Tolle said it to a group of us that were on Zoom, that it's vertical. It's not horizontal. We're not looking to go into our lives and along our lives in a horizontal way. It is linear. So it's deep within Mother Earth and up into the universe of unconditional love, to the source of all. But you can use whatever words feel comfortable for you. In Quantum Hypnosis, I always say the higher beings, just because I love how that sounds. Dolores Cannon would call the higher beings the subconscious, the SEs. And Eckhart, he always says, is actually deep within us. It's deep within ourselves, and it is that deep I. And so spiritual bypassing is, if something triggered you in the past and you bump up with it in the present and you're like, wow, that used to, a little while ago, that would, take me down for 3 days. That would be really hard for me. I would feel so sad for 3 days, or I'd feel so hurt for 3 days, or however many days. And, I'm really surprised. That's something that used to really bother me, and I'm finding that I'm okay. Wow, that's a surprise. So if that happens, you're not spiritually bypassing. But if a situation that still triggers you, but you're trying to bypass it by saying, I've already dealt with it, I'm done with it, I'm okay with it, but yet you have even a physical reaction, or your nervous system reacts, or your emotional state, you get a reaction, then there's a bit more care to do. And just think of it that way. It's just more care. It's not a judgment. We're not letting the ego bossy mind take over, judging you, saying, oh, all the things that you've been doing haven't worked. It's like, yes, if you're eating well and you're drinking water and you're taking care of yourself and you're going out in nature and you're meditating and you're doing things that bring you joy, then you're doing all the right things. The higher beings always say in the quantum hypnosis sessions, if you feel joy, we are happy. The fast track to any kind of ascension and awakening is through joy. So the ego, everything's always competition, it's tough, it's hard work, you're never going to get there. And that is not the realms we're talking about here. We're talking about the higher beings that have only unconditional love, and the vibration that they're at is joy. And so for me, when they say unconditional love, they'll tell me in my quantum hypnosis sessions that that's a bit much for me. But if they say joy, oh, it lands in my heart and I totally know what they're talking about. And so that is my take on spiritual bypassing. And as always, thank you for listening and thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, always just, always let me know. And, take in what works and then leave the rest, because ultimately you're your own ascended master and you know better with your higher self what you need better than anyone else on the planet. So you're the most important, and your higher self is always there for you with unconditional love.